Hi everybody, Noah here from Crochet Essentials. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to make this beautiful colorful wrap or scarf using herringbone half double crochet stitch. It is easy to customize and I can't wait to see what kind of colors you guys come up with. You can find a free written pattern on my blog. I will put the link on the description below. You can also find a printable PDF on my website, Ravelry and Etsy. Check them out in the description below. Please share your project with me on social media. I would love to see what you come up with. Okay guys, let's have fun. Okay, the materials we need to make our scarves. I've got this nice three vibrant colors. It is 60% cotton and 40% acrylic. It's weight number 3. This is the first time I'm using it, so I am excited to try it out. And then 4.5 excuse me, 4.5 millimeter hook and scissors. I think I might add another color. Okay, to begin again, you need 4.5 millimeter hook. This is a weight number 3 yarn. All right, we're gonna start with a slip knot, and then we are going to chain 3. 1 2 3. Okay, and then we are going to work our first stitch on the third chain. We're going to yarn over, insert the hook, pull up a loop. We have 3. We do not yarn over. We pull through the first loop like this, and then yarn over, pull through the last 2. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing again on the same chain. Yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through the first loop, yarn over, pull through the loop. Okay, and this is our first row. Next we are going to chain 2, and then we turn our work. And that's how the way we are going to decrease is we are going to work 2 stitches at the beginning and into the last stitch. That's how we get to have the little bit of a triangle. Okay, yarn over, insert the hook on the first stitch, pull through the first loop. My yarn is splitting. Okay, and pull through, and we are going to do the same thing on the first stitch. This is called a half herringbone stitch, and then we are going to make 1 single stitch on the middle stitch here, and then make 2 herringbone stitches on the last stitch. See, it's already starting to form, so we're gonna keep going this way. And for you to increase, you make 2 stitches on the first stitch after you turn, and then make a single stitch on each until you reach the last stitch, and then make 2. And then I'm going to make herringbone stitch on each stitch until I get to the last one. Okay, we have reached the last one, and I'm going to make 2 stitches on here. All right, I have done my increases, and it measures 16 and a half wide, so this will be my width. If you want to make a wider width for your scarf, keep going, just keep increasing until you get the length that you need. Sorry, this won't fit on the screen. Yeah, so from now on I'm just gonna make a straight edge wrap. It's gonna be like a scarf. It's gonna go all the way up until I get to the length that I want. Okay, we are done with our decreases. Now we are working on the length of the scarf, and to do that you are going to work one stitch on each of the previous stitches. No more making 2 stitches at the beginning and at the end of the row. Okay, and to start I'm gonna chain 2 and then turn my work. Okay, I'm going to work stitch onto my first stitch, my herringbone stitch. Okay, this part is quite easy because you're just working one stitch on top of another instead of making 2 stitches on one stitch. So you're gonna keep going like this until you get to the end of color 1, and then I'll meet you guys when we join the second color. All right, it is time to change color. This is how big my wrap is so far. I also left this much yarn, and I want to use this for my tassel once I finish my scarf. Okay, I am left with just 2 stitches. I'm gonna use the new yarn to make our last loop, and then I'm going to chain 2 and then turn my work. I'm going to carry this with me so that I don't have to weave in lots of ends. Continue to do this until you have the length you need. I'll meet you guys when we start our decreases to finish our scarf. Okay, I am done with the length of my wrap or scarf. Now it is time to decrease and make a triangle like we did, like this one at the beginning. I have already chained 1 and turned my work, and now we're gonna start. Okay, I'm gonna yarn over, insert the hook on the first stitch, pull up a loop. I have 3. I'm gonna yarn over again, insert the hook in the next stitch, pull up a loop. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next I am going to pull through this 3 in the middle. Okay, and then I'm going to yarn over and pull through. This is our first decrease, and then from here we are going to work a normal half herringbone stitch, and I will meet you guys at the end of the row. Okay, I am left with 2 last stitches, and that's where we are going to do our second decrease. We're gonna insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert the hook in the last stitch, pull up a loop, and then pull through the 3 middle stitches, yarn over, and pull through the last 2. So this is our second decrease. We are going to chain 1 and turn. and we are going to do the same thing here. Yarn over, insert the hook in the first stitch, sorry, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert the hook on the second stitch, pull through the 3 stitches, you are left with 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. This is our second decrease, and then from here you are going to work 1 stitch on each until you reach the last 2 stitches. Then you do another decrease. Doing this will keep decreasing, and you guys can continue to do this until you get to the tip of the triangle. Okay guys, so here's how it looks so far with the decreases. I'm noticing that if I do a decrease right at the beginning of the row, it leaves a gap. So what I've been doing so far is to stagger my decreases. Staggering, I mean, you see how I got, let's see, my decrease here. I am going to work normal stitches on the first and the second, and then decrease on the next, so that I decrease the gap at the beginning of the row. Okay, I'm going to work a normal stitch here, another normal stitch on the decrease from the previous row, and then I'm going to decrease in these next 2 stitches. And then work on each stitch until we get to the other side. You're still going to get the decreases, it's just that if you spread them around, you won't have these gaps that don't really look good. Okay, just stagger your decreases and you still get that triangle shape at the end of your scarf. Okay, I am on the other side of the row as well. I left 4 stitches just to show you once more on staggering decreases. I'm going to decrease in the next 2 stitches here and then work normal stitches on the last 2, just to decrease the gap on the edges. So here is my decrease, and then I am going to work a normal half herringbone stitch. And there we have it. See, there isn't a lot of gap in here. And then I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work. So since I have my decreases here, in the next row I'm going to decrease right at the beginning, then I won't have that big of a gap that I'm trying to avoid. Okay, here's my decrease, and then I will be working on each stitch until I get to the other side here. So you can do the decrease in the last 2, or you can still do it in these 2 and then just work a single half herringbone stitch on the last one, sorry. So keep doing that guys until you get to the tip of the wrap. Alright guys, I am left with just 4 stitches, so let's finish this together. I'm gonna chain 1 and turn. Okay, so we're only left with 4, so we are going to decrease these 2 stitches together. I'm gonna insert the hook on the first stitch, yarn over, insert the hook on the second stitch, pull through the 3 stitches, yarn over, pull through the last stitch, and then I'm going to do the same. And pull through. So we are only chain 1 and then turn. We're gonna do the very last stitch. And yarn. Okay, we're gonna cut the yarn and then fasten off. So we are done. This is how big my scarf is. Next, you just need to weave in the ends, and then I'll meet you when we make tassels for both ends for the scarf. Okay, next we are going to learn how to make a tassel, because we are going to add the tassel to our wrap. I've already made one here, so we're going to make another one together. Now, with the thickness of this tassel, I think I wrapped around 50 times on the book that I used. So if you wanted something thicker, then it means you have to wrap more strands around whichever book or thing you use. And if you want something smaller, then you're gonna wrap the yarn around fewer times. So the materials that you need is the book, or whatever that you have that you can wrap yarn with. You need a pair of scissors. They need to be sharp. You're gonna need yarn needle to attach to the scarf, and then a hook. Sometimes you need a hook, sometimes you don't need a hook. So for my tassel, I wrapped my yarn along the width of the book, not the length. So if you wanted a longer tassel, then you wrap it around something that is much longer. Okay, so I am going to wrap yarn around the book. I'm just gonna secure it here and then wrap 50 times. Okay, I have my yarn wrapped. I'm just going to secure the one end and then cut. All right, we are moving on to the next step. Just to add contrast, I'm going to use this maybe about this much. That's about, okay. You don't really need an exact measurement, just leave a long enough tail to tie your tassel. Okay, I'm going to secure, carefully pull my strands out. Okay, and then I have my index finger in just to make sure it's nice and secure, and then I'm going to use this to go in and I just want to make sure that it's nice and equal. Okay, and then I'm going to tie a knot. I like to double my knot and then tie it together. Okay, we have secured one end, and then I'm going to cut the other end. What did I do now? Okay, I'm going to cut the ends. So this is how it looks after I'm done. Okay. No, I did not cut my okay, both of my sides are not equal, so I'm just going to move this tie so that it is right in the middle. Okay. All right, that's much better. Okay, and then we're going to get another strand of yarn. I got another long tail here. I'm gonna cut it. Just gonna shake my strands just to make sure they're nice and loose. Okay, and then I'm gonna put this yarn around about an inch from this tie here. Okay, gonna make sure my strands are equal both sides. I'm going to tie a knot about an inch above the tie. Okay, and then I'm gonna switch over to the other side again. This time I'm going to double tie just to secure my strands. I don't want to lose any strands here. Okay, I think we are now secure, and then I'm going to hold both strands like this and then wrap them around just to make a nice loop and secure it around. All right, so I'm going to use this. I'm just going to insert it behind all these strands here, and then get these strands and then just tuck them inside so that they blend in this. Okay, I think I left another one here. Okay, there you go. Oh, this did not go in. The yarn is so splitty. Okay, there you go. All right, so there we have it. It is not straight. There are some strands that are not. See, there's another one that is way loose. So what I do is I just try and put my strands between my middle and index finger, just like we are cutting hair, I guess, and then just trim. So that you have some nice my scissors are not cooperating with me today. So it's very important to have sharp scissors. These are supposed to be my sharp scissors. Okay. Next we are going to attach our tassel to the wrap. I have yarn needle here. I'm going to put both strands to the yarn needle, and right at the tip of the wrap I'm going to put my needle through and then pull it up, and then I'm going to go in between my strands here and then go up again. Right, and then I'm going to go into another direction. I think this secures the tassel really well. You won't have to worry about it falling off. And then I'll just blend in through, just to weave in through the stitches. Oh, weave in the ends. There you have it, guys. Congratulations on making this wrap. I am yet to add another tassel on this end, and I hope you enjoyed making this with me. Please give this a thumbs up, so that subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. I will attach instructions and description in the description below. Have a written pattern, which is a simple PDF that is taking you step by step, and I hope to see what you guys come up with. Please share with me on social media or in the comments below. I would like to see the color choices that you made for your wrap. I will see you in the next video.